Reason number 37 why I love men is because when they're planning a dinner date, they'll literally search up on their phone restaurants and then like scroll through the restaurants and they'll be like, yeah, I found this really great spot, I'm gonna take it to you. And I can't even explain to you why that's so wrong. And the men in the comments are gonna be like, what's wrong with that? And that's why I love you guys. You're like a little goldfish in a bowl with no idea what's going on in the rest of the universe. I love you.
Yeah, men have no idea what's going on around them because the rules that women set for men constantly contradict themselves. Plan a date and pick the restaurant, but don't choose based off reviews. Put in some effort, but don't try so hard. Be ambitious and chase your dreams, but also be available to me at all times. Be emotional, open up to me, but not that emotional, that's needy. There's actually only one guy I know that's making the effort to listen to women like this and keep track of all the rules that women have for men.
He's a 10 out of 10, but when you go for drinks with him and there's a straw in his drink, he uses the straw.
I know it might seem that from all of these rules, women are clear-minded, like they know exactly what they want. It's the exact opposite. These women have zero clue. All of these rules are an expression of how lacking in self-awareness they are. We seriously have an entire generation of women who say with a straight face that they are attracted to nice men who are kind, who treat them well, who are gentle and emotionally open, while at the same time they have one-night stands with bad boy jerks who treat them terribly. And the fact that their actions and their words completely contradict each other doesn't even seem to register.
I'm over here waiting for a response from one man, and it's been over an hour now. Mind you, I have another man that's constantly texting me, wants to FaceTime me, wants to actually see me, and I'm just not giving him the time of day. I mean, I'm responding, but I'm still waiting on the first man.
I mean, women might say that they want a man who is available to her, who's open and communicates. She might have 1,000 different rules, but guess what? They're completely meaningless. The truth is that a woman's rules are just emotional justifications for an attraction that she already feels. If he's hot, tall, and wealthy, none of her rules mean shit. You've got feminine men thinking that they can create attraction in women by following all these rules, passing her tests, jumping through her hoops. It's not going to work because you can't negotiate desire. Those women who have this endless list of rules for how men have to be, how they have to behave, understand those women will never be satisfied. It's a losing game. Don't play. Stop trying to please women. It's pointless. What you should be doing is pleasing yourself. Live and date for your own satisfaction, not hers. And wouldn't you know it, that's actually what women find more attractive anyway. This is actually the psychological foundation of game, real game. It's about self-esteem, it's about frame. So many guys think that flirting with a woman is about putting on a performance for her and entertaining her. It's the exact opposite. To be good at flirting, you've got to break free of that nice guy simp energy. Because if you're the guy that's trying to please her, she's going to ignore you. That's not how attraction works. For a true practical explanation, I recommend checking out the sponsor of today's video, Marnie, your personal wing girl. She's a fellow YouTuber with 1 million+ subscribers, and her science-backed flirting method, the F formula, has been used by tens of thousands of men. This is not about learning how to entertain women or change your personality. It's about making sure that if you do meet a high-quality woman who is kind, who is feminine, you don't mess it up. You want to know the basics of game so that you can showcase yourself and generate an authentic attraction inside of her. So why should you trust the F formula? Because it's proven. Over 100,000 men have already experienced life-changing results. And because the Wing Girl method is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my audience an unbeatable deal. Just click the first link in the description box right now and you'll get an exclusive preview of the F formula for free. Plus, if you decide to pick up the full program, you'll get an additional 20% off. Curious about what's on offer? You want to tighten your game? Then check it out. Coming back to the video, one of the simplest things that you can do to quickly improve things is change the frame. No more, what date could I plan that's going to make her happy? Instead, it's what activity would I enjoy? What do I want to do? What would make me happy? Stop catering to women. Stop following their rules. Stop trying to make them happy because it's pointless. They don't know what they want. So instead of wasting your time, Focus on yourself. Make yourself happy. The new frame is, this is my preference. This is what I'm doing because it makes me, the man, happy. And if you want, you can come along and join me. I know that might scare some of you nice guys out there. That sounds like dangerous, like ignoring her needs, focusing on self, just being selfish. That breaks all the rules that women have, right? Like, doesn't she want to be in charge? Doesn't she want to be consulted? Women like men who think about them and their comfort, right? She wants you to be focusing on her. Isn't that the case? I don't know what to tell you. It's just not true.
When women go on a date with a man, who do they prefer make the majority of the leading decisions during that date?
The man.
The man, definitely.
If you ask me on the date, you should
Have that shit planned out.
Yeah.
Tell me you're gonna pick me up at 7. Don't ask me what I want to do.
The truth is that women hate responsibility. That's stressful for them. They would much rather have a man just plan everything so that they can turn off their brains and enjoy the ride. It's also reassuring to them that you are a competent masculine man. You know what you want. You're capable of being a leader. At a biological level, if she's going to be having your children, she's going to be focusing on them, on raising them. She needs to be able to trust that you've got all the other aspects of life handled. Women are not attracted to men who follow their rules. They are attracted to masculinity. Who'd have thought? That's the grand answer, the grand revealing secret about women's desire. What are they attracted to? It turns out it's masculinity. Pretty obvious when you think about it, right? And masculinity does not ask femininity for permission to exist. No, that's back to front. Masculinity leads, masculinity acts, it builds, it creates, it conquers. Femininity follows. Femininity supports. So every time that you repress your own desires so that you can follow her rules, know as a fact that you are going against nature and she will lose attraction to you. She wants a man, so be a man. And this is particularly true in those instances where women are testing men by being rude to them. That shit has got to stop.
3 girls that you know.
You, your mom, my mom.
Oh. Why did it take you so long to say that?
It didn't. What you
No.
mean?
Who are you about to say?
What are you talking about? I literally said it as fast as I said everything else. Boom, bow, boom. Easy. You got anything else? You
No.
trying to get me to say another girl's name? It's not gonna happen, bro. I have a sister. I have 2 sisters, actually. I can name multiple women without naming girls. Like, what? I'm not a little ass boy. You dealing with a fucking man. I'm not with that little shit.
I said
Fuck out of here. You trying to trick me. You tried to trick me. Because you want to start an argument. You tried to trick me for your little fucking video. And that's bullshit. Now you're going to cook me dinner.
Now you're going to cook me dinner, man. I'm so pissed that that video cut off. I really wanted to see how that exchange ended. But here's the deal. When women are testing men, you've got to shut it down quickly. You tell her that there's this great place that you want to go to and you invite her along. And she says, that place sucks. I want to go somewhere else. Don't change your plans. Don't try and convince her that she's going to have a good time. Simply say, no worries, you can stay home for this one. I'll still go by myself though, or I might invite one of my buddies. Or if you're on a date and she complains, I don't like this venue. I'm not enjoying myself. Simply say, well, that's up to you. I'm having fun. I'm having a great time. Just because a woman says jump does not mean you need to leap into the air. Fuck her little bullshit test. That childish shit has got to stop. And if she doesn't cut it out, just move on. Find a girl with better manners. Because this complaint testing strategy that women feel entitled to put men through, it's rude, it's disrespectful, and you deserve better. If you can't satisfy a woman, at least satisfy yourself. And if you adopt that attitude, you'll suddenly find that the whole dating market has changed. Women will sense that you are your own man, that you're living for yourself, that you work for the satisfaction of your own desires, and that is really attractive to her. You've probably heard the phrase that women make rules for feminine men and they break rules for masculine men. Be a leader, not a follower. Be the man that women find so attractive that rather than try and contain you with rules, they break rules for you because you awaken their natural feminine submission. You change them just by being in their presence because of the strength and integrity of your masculinity. Now, let's flip it because I've seen men do this in my private consultations. Men have rules, they have standards for the women who are dating them, but they break those rules if she's hot or she's fun or whatever. She gives him this codependent feeling like he's needed. Do not break your rules. I'm going to spend the rest of this video explaining why men need to stick to these standards. Why attraction itself, your emotions, cannot be trusted. If you make dumb choices in your dating life and you chase after women who you know are bad for you, you're going to want to watch the rest of this video. It's available on Patreon. That's where I post the full-length version of my videos. Everything that you see here on YouTube, this is just a shortened, abridged version of my full content, which is available on Patreon.